Alright, what's up, guys? So, Hot Tea, she has uploaded a video titled Everything You Need to Know About Colleen Ballinger Allegations, Adam McIntyre full summary. Yeah, let's go ahead and check this out. Yeah, because it was being talked on a little bit, and then it was, yeah, I guess this is because, see, like, this is the part of the internet where it's like it's, it's in its own area. So when I go down that street, then it's like, oh, okay, let's see what's going on out here. And then yeah, because I'm like, bro, there was a friend of mine that was telling me about all this stuff. And then yeah, I'm like, dang, man, there be some things going on. And I'm like, I just be over here just streaming, playing video games, listening just music and stuff on here. But no, I'm like, I'm curious. I'm curious what all this stuff is about. So I guess, like, if another friend approaches me, talking on this, I'm like, I know what's going on and things. I mean, I'd sit down and listen to, if they want to explain it, then yeah. But no, let's go ahead and see what all this stuff's about. Guys, make sure if you haven't, go subscribe to the Hot Tea channel. Show love, show support. Let's get the Hot Tea channel to 200K. It's long overdue, all right? So, but anyways.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I saw everybody's comments on the last video, and as promised, we will be doing a further deep dive into Colleen Ballinger and the accusations that are currently being made about her. Now, last time we talked about her as a co-host of this new podcast with Trisha Paytas, but today we are going to be looking into her personal history. However, I just want to give a brief trigger warning as we are discussing some heavy topics, including child grooming, and some of you may find this disturbing to watch. I have put some resources in the description below for organizations that are working to end the sexual exploitation of children online, giving places to report, as well as resources and information for both parents and children in regard to child grooming online. Today we're going to be doing a follow-up video to one that we did 3 years ago about a then 17-year-old kid named Adam McIntyre, who is now a fellow drama YouTuber. I've linked my original video on that in the description down below if you need a quick recap. But basically, 3 years ago, Adam made a video called Colleen Ballinger Stop Lying. In this video, he made several accusations about Colleen's inappropriate behavior towards minors, making him work for free, trauma dumping on him, sending him lingerie when he was a minor. And Colleen responded with a video called Addressing Everything, and now he has made a follow-up video to that situation in a video called I Was Right About Colleen Ballinger. And this is, again, 3 years after the original video. And then again, 2 days ago, he made another video called My Relationship with Colleen Ballinger. Okay, so let's talk about it all. Adam, who was a huge fan of Colleen from back in 20.
It's like adding up all that time. It's like, or just, the length of the videos and things. It's like, yeah, I don't think nobody goes through all that trouble unless, like, there's, like, something, like, that's actually there that's bothering them. So, but anyways.
Talks about how he discovered Miranda and ran a fan page about her on Instagram in 2014. He supported her shows and, as a big fan, continued to keep up with her. In 2016, during a live stream, Colleen and Corey, her best friend, stumbled across Adam's Twitter, and they thought that his videos were extremely funny, and the relationship became more personal, and he started talking to her directly. And then slowly over time, she started opening up to him and started talking about private details about her divorce and getting into things with her ex-husband. And as they grew closer, she began to ask him to seek out drama for him on her ex-husband and other creators as well. He began getting hate as a result of his involvement with the drama, and his parents recommended him to distance himself from her. He said, but I would always be baited and dragged back into it one way or another. Because he was a big fan of Colleen and a 14-year-old, Adam said that he felt influenced by who he idolized at the time. Now, remember how I mentioned earlier?
And that's a dangerous game. I'm like, look, I say that a lot. I'm like, look, you gotta understand, all right, that you are the same person or same human being as the one that you're watching. You are no different. Just yeah, they might have like a gang of followers. That don't mean nothing though. And I'm telling you, it's like without people need to understand. It's like without this internet stuff, we're all the same. All right, we're all the same. Don't matter how many followers we have. So yeah, it's like people. It's like you guys stop looking at like these content creators like they're king and gods. Like yeah, obviously treat them with respect. Like for an example, you with Hot T. I'm like with Ray. She's somebody I look up to. I'm motivated by. But then they on some stuff where it's like I gotta go above and beyond and things, and it's I look at her as like more so as a friend rather than like, oh, I gotta like roll out the red carpet and things and overly just go above and beyond like just on some weird stuff where it's like, nah, bro, it's like I'm just watching these. The thing is this. When it comes to like me and Ray and the Hot Tea channel, it's like I have nothing but respect, but at the same time I also gotta have respect for myself. So I'm not gonna be doing all this extra weird stuff. Like I'll show love and show support, but that's as far as it's gonna go. So
clear that after a live stream the relationship became more personal. Well, in 2016 Corey thought it would be so funny to send him a set of bra and panties. Just a reminder that Corey and Colleen are approaching their 30s at the time, and Adam is 14 years old.
That's a little weird.
Jokes about how their parents would react to him being sent those inappropriate things. Now, Colleen used to have a group chat for her fans called...
It's like, send something funny, like, I honestly, if I could think of anything to say, I'll send, like, one of those, how, like, in, like, dealerships where they have, like, those wacky, waving, inflatable tube men things, I'll send something like that. Like, now that, I might... It gives me ideas, okay? I think that might be a funny prank to play on people and think, where would I be able to buy one of those, though? I ain't got distracted, okay, but anyway, but then I'm saying something like that, send something funny, but I'm like, you sending a child, all right, like, something out of a Victoria's Secret magazine, it's like, you gotta look at that as that kind of weird, but... Yeah, I think that this was in a time and place where stuff like that wasn't really being talked about as much. Not saying that it was right, not saying that it's okay, but yeah, times have changed a lot. So like, even if you look back, like there's movies I've watched where it's like I hear jokes and things that they say, and I'm like, they could not get away with that right now. So yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it. But yeah, of course, something like that now. It's like, fam, what you got going on? It's like, you can't do that. Even back then, you shouldn't be doing that. But anyways.
The weenies, where she would directly speak to them, which Adam was in among other people. As we mentioned, Adam was very close to her, and she actually made him her social media intern. Meaning this 14-year-old boy was speaking on behalf of Colleen to fans, posting tweets for her, going through her DMs and talking to people, and had emails and passwords to her social media accounts. He had sent her loads of ideas, including one specific one where Miranda Sings jokingly came out during Pride Month, but as a Meghan Trainor fan. At the time, Meghan Trainor was making loads of music and was what some would say in her prime in music, and as a result, some people loved to hate her, and the joke suggested that being a Meghan Trainor fan was something that you would want to hide. Colleen started receiving some backlash from her fans about this, and although she approved the post herself, she reached out to Adam talking about this backlash, where she basically backtracks with the tweets because she doesn't want to get any backlash and negativity. Although she was saying all of these sweet things to Adam, behind the scenes she was saying the exact opposite, which we'll get into later in the video. Now, shortly after the backlash began rolling in, she began to message Adam saying she herself would never say this, essentially placing all of the blame on him for the post.
Oh, wow.
Being like, it's all anybody is talking about.
Yeah, but it's like, you have to sign off on that stuff. It's like, I was getting ready to say that. I'm like, yeah, you're the one that's approving it. My thing is this. That's why I'm like, with me, I'm always going to have, like, control of, like, whatever is being said. Like, yeah, if there is ever a time where I do decide, like, if things just get to being too much and I hire an assistant and then they're out like making tweets for me or whatever, then yeah, but I'm making sure of it. Like I read it and I'm like, okay, like you know, if it's on some stuff where it's like I gotta like come out and say something. But yeah, if not that, then it's, you know, I just think for the most part I'm just gonna be in control of that stuff. So it's like I ain't nobody gonna be, you know, getting the blame put on them. I'm like I gotta take up on that stuff, you know, or take the blame for whatever. So yeah, I just think that, you know, like her as a 30-something-year-old woman, and it's like you're putting the control of your platforms and socials and your career in the hands of a 14-year-old child. It's like, fam, this kid has a lot of growing up to do. So it's like maybe somebody around your age or somebody that specializes in this stuff, but it's like just because they run a fan page of you don't mean that they know everything that they need to know about like doing the stuff that you like. You put all this pressure on this kid. It's like, kid don't know about that. So
I'm really upset. I would never post something like that, and now everyone thinks I am homophobic. After this, he decided to stop being her social media intern, but still, as a fan, wanted to show love for her. He sent her a message saying, "I have logged out and the situation has died down. I love you so much and this will pass." However, he was completely ignored and left on red for weeks. So he said that the initial reason why he had made that video was because he had found out that Colleen had been talking shit about him, and so was Corey, her friend, and he had just reached his breaking point because he had worked so much for her and been there for her since the ages of like 14 to 17.
Like, my idol, in every sense of the word, was like actively trying to take me down.
Now, Adam was not the only fan of Colleen that she was close with. So she had a group chat with her fans, and its name changed a lot, but it started out as Colleenie's Weenies, where she would have direct conversations with her fans. The Weenies group chat was created in early 2017, and her fan base was between 12 to 17 years old, with very few fans who were not underage. In this group, Colleen would form parasocial relationships with
I think that's weird. I'm like, I've said that before. I think I said that when it was like the whole Shane Dawson stuff. I was like, nah, man. You know, it's stuff like that where it's just, I keep the, if there is like, and there has been times where I've like talked to people underage, but it's in a public fashion where it's like, okay, I'm live streaming, it's in the comment sections or whatever platform I'm on, but it's like that weird private stuff. Like, nah, I'm sorry, but no, I think it was only like one time that I could think of, and it was just giving out like music advice to this you know, this kid, and I was like, yeah, it's like, you know, you post good music and things. I left it at that. Gave him advice all like, oh, these are the programs and the stuff that you need to, that's as far as it'll go. But other than that, it's like, nah, I can't do no stuff like this. Like, this is stuff where it's like, it's a disaster waiting to happen. So it's like, come on, man. It's like, people, you gotta be smart. You gotta be smart.
Talking to them about intimate details in her life, such as her divorce, and calling them her best friends and saying that she wanted to have sleepovers with them. Fans in this chat were seen as more special than others and received special treatments, like showing up in vlogs, having private meetings with her, being followed on social media, etc. One of the fans who was previously in this group was Cody Rants, who recently opened up about her experience in this fan base as well. In a now deleted YouTube video, Cody discusses her relationship with Miranda and the fan base in general. The description reads, "In this video, I will be discussing my time in the Colleen Ballinger fandom, how I became a rant account, drama I was in while being in the fandom, and ultimately the stuff I was a part of which led to my departure. I personally want to apologize to Adam McIntyre for the things that I said in DMs with Colleen and Corey. I know we talked about this in private, but you also deserve a public apology. I am very sorry.
So I had to make sure the screen was there.
How much you survived the hate mob, and I look forward to seeing your career thrive. Love you." After Adam had posted his original video on Colleen, Cody posted a response video trying to debunk Adam's entire video.
And I knew that the video was created because Colleen wanted the video to be created. The video was the reason that no one really took my video seriously. Like, Cody's video really blew up.
So apparently what had happened 3 years ago, Colleen and Corey had gaslit and manipulated Cody into exposing Adam in this video to manipulate details and belittle the truth that Adam had spoken about. So Adam reacts to Cody's video about leaving Colleen's fandom.
Spoiler, Colleen did to Cody what she did to me. Like, I feel awful that everything that I thought happened to me in that moment was actually true. I don't know if it was better if I just thought I was being delusional or something like that, but like now it has been confirmed that like everything I thought was true.
Apparently, before Colleen got into Cody's ear, Cody had initially agreed with Adam. Colleen had sent this message to Cody saying that she had responded to his messages immediately, that she should have never been in communication with Adam in the first place, and how he's lying and showing things out of context. She says, "But I am trying my best to respect his family's wishes and protect him as a minor as best as I can. I am sad and disappointed about all of this." And
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you know, like, it's the thing is this. It's okay to talk with your fans. It's okay to be cool with them, all that stuff. But when they starts getting to stuff like this, nah. It's like if you know that this is what's gonna happen in the, I mean, nobody doesn't really know, but it's just I feel like that there's at times where it's best like if it's just kept between, you know, like on just some like just normal interactions where it's like, you know, maybe meetups, like a comment, you know, respond to whatever tweets they send out. But it's like, yeah, once I feel like things just start getting a little bit too personal, and you know you're not good at managing like relationships and friendships with people and stuff, then yeah, I think it's best you just gotta, you know, just let people be, not talk with them, you know, just kind of just keep it, you know, normal. But anyways,
together right now. But it's funny that she mentions Adam being a minor when she would speak openly about sex with her ex-husband to Adam and make inappropriate jokes about his favorite sex positions to a child.
Oh, nah.
These messages were not even leaked by me. Someone in that group chat started leaking all of this stuff because someone else in this chat knew that this was wrong.
Also, these are things that Adam hadn't even mentioned in his initial video years ago because from his standpoint, he had just lost a friend and he was just hurt. It's also ironic that Colleen had reacted so negatively to the Meghan Trainor joke that Adam had written when there were multiple instances of Colleen making insensitive jokes about SA, racial jokes, and just kind of terrible things to be joking about.
Like, this is what made
and and people said that her content is meant for, when has her content been meant for kids? Like, that wow.
And now people have a hard time understanding satire and jokes, especially with sensitive topics.
You mean like you joking about being M-worded by your uncle when you're the Miranda character? That's satire? Was it satire when you joked about this word multiple times? Was it satire of you joking about R-wording your then husband? You telling people they should R-word your friend Harvey? Are you joking about R-wording your young audience's Twitter feeds? Using the R-word again? Again? You saying haters gonna hate, potatoes gonna potate, tomatoes gonna tomate, and R-word's gonna R-word? Was you making fun of people not knowing English?
Yeah, the thing, not trying to defend it. All right, so here's what I'm saying, okay? Again, not trying to defend it, but this was at a time and place, 2013, yeah. Jokes like that was kind of normal and stuff. Like, I just, because I've been in the content creating business for a minute now. Not saying that I've made jokes like that and don't ever plan on making jokes like that, but yeah, that's something where you know, like it was normal. Like you know, it was weird that jokes like that was, you know, a thing, but yeah, there's just, you know, there's people out there, their sense of humor, it's dark like that, you know. It's like I think like sense of humor like that should just, you know, be left outside. People shouldn't crack jokes like that at all, but it's like, you know, if anything, they should just keep that behind closed doors and stuff where it you know, doesn't reach out to the public audience and things, because yeah, no, there are people that deal with that stuff. And yeah, I just think that, you know, where it's like you're this content creator, then you joke around with stuff like that, and you got millions upon millions of followers, you think like nobody ain't gonna have an issue with it. Somebody's gonna have an issue with it. So yeah, I think it's stuff like that where it's like it's best not said on the internet.
You calling yourself a P-word? You joking about Mexican people? Was this you saying the R word? Was that satire? Oh, I have multiple ones. Here's another one. Here's another one where she says she has a special ed smile. Her joking about having an eating disorder. This one, using the R word again. Here's another one. This. Her making fun of the F word.
In her message to Cody, Colleen was being all like, I don't want to make a video about Adam because he's just a child, but then basically goes around messaging other people to get them to do it.
And she goes on to send my entire message history with her to someone to get them to leak it.
Now, I believe the reason that she DM'd me was so I would make this video. I would make a video that would defend her. And it worked. I was so excited when she messaged me. I was like,
Oh my god, she's confiding in me.
And apparently she was doing it to other YouTubers as well.
She got James Charles to publicly go on the record saying that I was a liar and that I was a little bitch and that I was a manipulative person. This 17-year-old, by the way, was manipulating this 30-year-old.
Colleen had sent this message to Cody that Adam had sent to her at the time, which honestly just makes Adam look so mature for a 17-year-old. Like, he's just out here explaining what he's going through, saying, I've been told by multiple people how you and Corey have been running, saying I run a hate account for people who support you, which is extremely disappointing that your mind goes to that place. I'm aware, and so are my parents, and have screenshots of everything from the past few weeks that Corey has said about me and in relation to you, about me in these group chats, and also everything else before, but never thought you'd stoop to that level, especially due to the 17-year age gap. Talk to me in 16 years if a 33-year-old takes advantage of Flynn, which is Colleen's son, for years, then runs shit talking him on Twitter. Colleen then just starts arguing back to him, and that's why he made his video, because he felt frustrated by the fact that she wouldn't even acknowledge anything that he said. She would just be like, take advantage of Flynn? What are you talking about?
No, that's how people do stuff like that. They get caught up in some stuff. They want to pick and choose, fam. Like I said, I've been in the content creating business. I've seen stuff like that with other content creators. I've dealt with stuff like that myself. People pick and choose what they want to respond to, but yeah, it's one of those things where, you know, yeah, they don't want to put themselves in like the shoes of somebody else or see like one of their own, and you know, this Adam person, his shoes. So yeah, it's, you know, it's one of those things where there's just people out there, they can't do it. It's shoes that they can't fit. It's shoes that, you know, they choose not to fit. So
what does Flynn have to do with anything? How dare you bring my son into your drama? I didn't say anything about you. I've never been anything but nice to you. I haven't said one word about you. I'm not gonna argue with you or talk smack about you. I wish you well and have always appreciated your support, but bringing my son into your drama is too far, Adam. Then Adam's mom actually messages saying, this is Adam's mom. It's not nice when your child is brought into things, but if you had read it correctly, you would have seen he wasn't, and it was a comparison that was being made. Mother to mother, you may now understand. Never speak my son's name again, and tell your sidekick the same applies to him. And Colleen never actually responded to that because she only deals with children, apparently.
yeah,
That was
she's all like, she's like, no, this mom's from the streets. Like, no, I can't fool around with her.
message that was my mom threatening Colleen with a lawsuit. My mom threatening Colleen that she wasn't able to respond to my video. All like that. That was the message. Congratulations, Colleen, it's not out there.
Cody acknowledges that she entertained Colleen's message and was nice to her because obviously she wanted to talk to Colleen.
even though I didn't really like what she was doing to Adam, I just really wanted to get the DMs for my video, and I really wanted to have something else that other people hadn't had. And I was the only person that she was talking to in the drama community, and I didn't want to like mess it up and have her just like go away and not say anything.
And that makes sense. Even Adam acknowledges the fact that he gets it. She was a big YouTube star, and of course anyone would want to talk to her and be on her good side.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I hold nothing against Cody. Cody was done the same way I was. Except I was used to go against her ex-husband, or to go against her ex-friends, or to go against whatever. Cody was used...
Look, I'm gonna say this. There are some content creators out there where they don't understand, like, that power that they have over their fan base. And I try to, like, and if it's been a while since I've said it, or if I haven't said it enough, I'm like, I don't want people to look at me as like I'm there. Like, of course I look at myself as a leader. I look at myself as like, somebody that motivates people, but at the same time, I want to motivate you to be your own leader, not to be a follower of mine. Yes, follow me on socials, follow, YouTube, social, all that stuff. But at the same time, it's like, I want you to, also be a leader yourself. So yeah, it's just, it's one of those things where I feel like that there are some content creators out there, they are horrible at fan management. They don't know how to manage their fans, and it's sad. You know, it's like, you guys gotta understand, it's like, your fans are people too. They're not like this, you know, these stepping stones you could just walk on them and just walk wherever you need to go to, and you think they always gonna support you. It's like, no, it's like, when you start doing your fans wrong, dude, it's stuff like this that's gonna happen. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, people gotta have a little bit more respect for your fans. It's, again, been here for a while when it comes to content creating, and I've seen it so many times where there's content creators out there where it's like, they disrespect their fans, and for what? You know, what does that do for them? Then it's like, other fans see that and they're like, well, I ain't trying to be caught up in it. And then that's what you see when content creators, when they just fall off. So
to go against me, Cody is equally a victim here.
So Cody's video basically just confirms that Adam never lied in his initial video 3 years ago. Cody was the person who pretty much created that narrative at the time, and now is admitting that they were basically manipulated by Colleen to make it. And this really ruined Adam's life for many years. He lost so many friends. Everyone made videos about him, calling him a liar, and it was just a lot to handle for a 17-year-old. And then he said it.
I never said it in my first video, but I'll say it now as a 20-year-old. Colleen Ballinger grooms her fans. Emotionally grooms her fans for her own benefit. She's done it to me. I will go on the record saying that. And she's done it to Cody Tyler, and I'm sure Cody would go on record saying that too.
And you guys, this part almost made me cry.
Whenever I read that and like I look at like these, and I'm like, oh, I'm so excited for the Miranda show, and it's like me as like a kid, me at the meet and greet or something like that. Like, just like the countless times that like whatever, and it was like, to know that like one day like these were the things that she would be doing to me, or, you know, I would have not believed it.
It's hard.
While all of this was happening,
yeah, that's a hard, like, that's just a hard pill to swallow. It's like, when you have like all this, you have all this like love and support for somebody, and then they just, you know, they kind of just turn on you. Like, I both like content creating, well, not so much with content creating. I mean, yeah, there have been like content creators I've looked up to, been motivated by, then they get caught up in some stuff that I'm like, all right, dang, I really don't be doing like meet and greets and meetups and all that stuff. I just, you know, watch the content and leave it at that. But I can say like personal life wise, like, yeah, there have been times where, you know, there's just stuff that I've heard and stuff that, you know, I've seen and dealt with where it's like, dang, you know, that you like think of these good things, and yeah, it leaves you in a depressing state where it's like, man, you know, it's like, why can I not just have like a normal life like those around me and stuff? So it's sad. It's one of those things though where it's like, as the time progresses on, like, I guess, like, you know, talking just, you know, directly to Adam, it's like, yeah, there's gonna be times that you deal with stuff like that, and it's just more so like a memory where it's like the day when you become a successful either content creator or whatever it is that you got planned. It's like there's gonna be that young kid that looks up to you the same way you looked up to Colleen. And, you know, you just gotta do things different. You gotta show that kid, like, hey, this kid matters. This kid, like, you know, it's like, you're not like that stepping stone. It's like, no, you're that stone that I want to, like, carry on my back. So it's like we all are walking to this, you know, walking down this successful road and stuff. Like, nah, it's like, I want the best for you, too. I don't want it to where it's like, oh, okay, like, I could just walk all over you, that I just, you know, come out on the other side clean. It's like, nah, man, we in this together. So yeah, it's just it's something where it's like, I think that people go through life lessons, I guess, like, for when something like happen or somebody comes into their life in that same position you went into somebody's life. It's like you do things different and show that person, it's like you show them the right way of going about things. So, but anyways,
happening, Colleen's best friend Corey was also going around and messaging fans and shit talking people, which is just so odd. Like, these are full on adults. We will do a deep dive into him and his personal involvement and all of this.
And of course they look at it as like, oh, these are just kids. Like, so of course, yeah, people are gonna believe them because they're all like, yeah, that's like the whole narrative. Like, there are some kids, I will say, like, you know, like that I've talked with on like when it's Twitch streaming or YouTube, where it's like, no, these are like mature kids. These are kids where I'm like, yeah, you're gonna grow up to, you know, do great in life, because it's like you got that right mind. I wish I was like that when I was a kid. Instead, I was like, you know, I felt like that was kind of like, you know, one of these kids along these lines, but just like, I guess, like, just in, you know, antisocial and things. But yeah, it's you know, it's something where it's, you know, it's just, yeah, there's they just don't, they shouldn't be talking with kids. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. What time is it? It's past 2 a.m. So forgive me if I'm like, sounding tired. I am tired and I want to sleep, even though I just had like an energy drink. It ain't helping. All right, I'm tired, so I'm trying to get through this video. So just bear with me. Yes, I should have did this during the day, but anyways.
So stay tuned for that video. Cody shows these messages that she got from Corey.
Corey is an evil, evil creep.
Apparently, Corey had a group chat called Corey's Clit with underage people in it, where he would post very inappropriate sexual things and talk about drugs, and there'd even be actual pornography posted.
Wow.
In it. And yet, he would try to paint Adam out to be an awful homophobic 17-year-old.
That's crazy.
And shared half-naked pictures of Colleen, even though with Adam's proof, you see that she encouraged Adam to do that. And Corey's just the same as Colleen, messaging fans to create narratives about people.
Corey messaging me here, this is all manipulation. Like, I want people to understand this and all of this is all manipulation. They were planning
Making
this.
fun of you for liking them. Yeah, because I say that. All they do is make fun of their fans. I would make fun of them with them. That's what this climate was. So for them to be like, oh, his bad tweets. Yeah, we would bully the shit out of people. We used to bully Josh. We used to bully their ex-friends. We used to bully people within the fandom.
Okay, so now let's move on to Adam's second video called My Relationship with Colleen Ballinger. In this video, Adam talks about how, to his surprise, a lot of Colleen Ballinger fans have come out and spoken out in defense of Adam and spoken about their own similar experiences with Colleen.
That's usually what it has to take. I'm like, look, people, if there are things in this world that bothers you, talk on that stuff. It's like, that's one thing that I will say is that there is at a point in time where I was really going through it. And, like it was like, whether it was content creating or whether it was talking to it with friends, like I will say it was a few years ago where I was going through some stuff. And I talked with some friends. Like I remember I posted online. I was like, "Hey, look, and this is something that I usually don't do, but I was like, I need somebody to talk to." And no, it was like just overall like having it where somebody was like hearing me out on what I was dealing with and things, and then just like accepting like the what was going on. I'll admit, like, I broke down in tears. I started crying. I was like, and that's just something where it's like, bro, I was like, I think last time I had cried, it was like 5 years prior. So it was, it was just, it was an extremely tough time. Something I'm still kind of, dealing with till this day. But it's something where it's like, I learned how to manage it. Like, where it's like, I could talk on that stuff and not cry about it, So, yeah, it's something where it's, just talk with people. Whether it's, even if it's like going as far as to make a video or, just talking with friends. But it's like, everybody deserves to be heard on some stuff, so.
Gotten a lot of apologies, but he himself has also some apologies to make, including to Colleen's ex-husband Josh, who he spent years talking shit about.
I spent years just coming at this man and attacking this man. What we'll see today is it was a fueled conversation from Colleen, and I was always hyped up. I was, 13 to like 15.
He also made a general apology to Colleen fans because for many years he would talk shit about them as well with Colleen. He also talks about how Trisha and Colleen have been deleting any and all comments, even mentioning him on their podcast. And Colleen has—
That's the thing, though. It's like they could do that, but this is what you have to do. Like, if the thing is this, because like that's why for the most part you won't really see me leaving a whole lot of comments underneath people's videos and stuff. Cause like my thing is this, I'm like, I want my voice to be heard. So that's why like I make a video talking on that stuff. If there is something that is bothering me, or if there's something that I want to just, add my 2 cents to, I'm gonna make a video talking about it. I ain't gonna leave no comment. Yeah, I might make like tweets on, my social or Twitter or something, or just, make a post on any other social platform. But no, I'm gonna talk on that stuff. Like, I feel like this is the best way of doing it, by making a video, talking, using your voice. Using your communication skills rather than your typing skills. It's like, no, I encourage people, there's stuff that bothers you, make a video on it.
Has also disabled comments on her Instagram photos. In this video, he shares some more sketchy interactions from Colleen with young fans. Like this one time she said, "Tell me all the thoughts you had when you got your first periods, please and thank you." Another time where she asks Adam for pictures of his ass. He shows a tattoo that a fan had gotten with Colleen's name on it that Colleen would constantly make fun of.
We used to rip the living out of her, making fun of her privately, Colleen included in those conversations. We all used to, with a Sharpie and a pen, literally redo the tattoo and make fun of her and make fun of her mental health.
Wow.
Like, why would someone want to do that? And Colleen would partake in those conversations.
Wow, I just feel so terrible.
That's crazy.
Imagine being this person and loving someone so much and being betrayed like that. Like, wow. He also spoke about how...
Yeah, I don't encourage nobody to get no TMossBoss tattoo. Like, it's something where I'm like, I don't think I would make fun of it, but I'm like, why would you do that? Like, I don't even have a TMossBoss tattoo. I like, you would thought I would have had one before anybody else would. But yeah, it's something where I'm like, nah, it's like, if that's it, hey, look, people, they be with them tattoos, they be treating their body like a canvas, like it's like art and stuff. So I'm like, hey, if that's what you want to do, fam, go for it. I'm like, I ain't gonna stop you. But at the same time, it's like, it's something where I don't encourage it. So it's like, yeah, be, respectful to the person, but it's like making fun of them. It's like, how is that gonna make them feel any better about it? It's stuff like that where I just don't encourage them. Like, just, this would be a sign right here. Don't get a tattoo of whoever your favorite person is and stuff, and this guy, because you might mess around, be in some situation like this where it's like you getting made fun of and you don't deserve that. So
how much Colleen loved body checking and would compliment Adam on parts of his body that were very skinny.
I just want to let people know that a main reason that I have a lot of body issues is because my favorite person in the entire world was complimenting whenever my arms looked skinny or my legs looked skinny or something like that. And at that stage, my body was just developing, so you can imagine how many years I went through of trying to replicate, and even struggle with it to this day, of trying to replicate that same body.
And then he moves on to talk about Corey and his infamous group chat, Corey's Clit. He shows messages of people from that group chat accusing him of creating drama for views and building an audience. Pause to read if you're interested, but this person is also very clearly similarly manipulated. Corey has also deleted every single tweet that he's responded to, which is very sketchy, never a good sign. Now, going back to Colleen, there's so much shady shit coming out about her childhood cancer fundraisers. I won't get into it here, but let me know if you want a full video on this. Adam talks about some other nitty-gritty details and lies and shady things that Colleen and Corey have said and did. Watch the full video if you're interested in those, it's linked down below. And he shows one of her manipulation tactics, which was to love bomb and compliment fans to get them to defend her on social media. Like, she would be like, y'all are my sunflowers, my happiness, my everything, so squinty. Colleen was also apparently obsessed with her ex-husband Josh, even when she was with Eric. Like, there's endless amounts of text of her talking about Josh. This is post-breakup to
that's
Adam.
crazy.
There was also an incident of Colleen blowing him off after he and his parents drove 4 hours to Dublin to see her.
And then I go, my parents are so mad, and she goes, wait, are your parents coming? What's happening? I'm confused. Because the worst thing for Colleen is for my parents to be there because she can't talk to me inappropriately. So this thing that had been hung over my head for so long, for me...
Yeah, it's probably good that his parents was with them, because it's like, imagine if they wasn't, and what, like, this, it probably would have been a lot more things being talked about that's, based off of all the tweets that she made, there's something weird about this one.
Harassing people online, bullying people online, defending her, slandering her ex-husband. This was this meeting of going to the wax museum, going to the park, and then going for food. Now I'm not even going to food with her, after doing all of that for her.
Colleen also got into Trisha's ear at the time about her ex-husband Josh, and Trisha went on this manic Instagram story rant talking shit about him. And again, do you see this trend of what Colleen does? Now, a lot of media is starting to pick up on this Colleen situation, including other YouTubers. Dustin Daly recently came out with a video talking about the situation and had some very specific tea for it. He first apologizes to Adam McIntyre for doubting him at the time and not defending him when he did in his video. Now, in a shocking twist, Dustin Daly did not defend Cody as well, but raised some points that made people question her character. He calls Cody out for deleting over 100 tweets while also judging other people for deleting videos. Cody was, quote, friends with a 15-year-old YouTuber named Will who went by Oh My God Expose You, who was in a group chat with loads of different larger YouTubers and is said to have taken inspiration from T-Spill. In May 2020, Dustin noticed Will tweeting at people that he was in a group chat with. Dustin posted a tweet saying, "I'm sorry, but if you're pushing 30, you shouldn't be friends with minors." He didn't specifically call anyone out, however, Cody self-reported by DMing Dustin personally. Cody says in her DMs to him that the only things that her and Will talk about is Minecraft, as they both play on her server. Dustin begins to question why exactly Cody has chosen to come out with this video now rather than years ago, saying how the fuck can you hold on to something like this that could have exonerated Adam and incriminated Colleen, and my reasoning is, cause you're just as guilty. As I mentioned earlier, the video that Cody posted has been deleted off of YouTube. Adam expressed his disappointment about this on Twitter as he feels betrayed once again by Cody. Fans suspect the Dustin Daily video is what pushed Cody to delete their video, as they felt that they were getting exposed. And Colleen is currently starting her tour once again, amid all of the controversy. Please show Adam and Cody some love.
You know she gonna get booed at whatever show she going to.
I will also put Adam and Cody's video links down below in the description if you want to check out more on that story. Since I started making this video, Adam has now come up with a third video called Colleen Ballinger Gaslit You, but this video is already getting so long I may need to make an update video for you guys. If you're interested, so comment down below. But that's going to be it for today's video.
Yeah, that's
Thank you so much for watching, and here is your eye bleach for today. Bye bye.
Yeah. Like when like cats are kittens, it's a nice thing, but then when they become a cat, then it's like that's when they really develop a mind. You just be sitting down chilling, they just start swinging on you and stuff, and it's like, fam, like I feed you, like just stop being aggressive for no reason. Cats are weird, kittens are cool, okay, but nah, man, that whole situation, you know, like, best advice I could give people is, like, you know, talking to like the fans and stuff. It's just, you know, leave it as just where you're just watching their content. Yeah, leave a comment if you want to, you know, show love, like they stuff, whatever, you know, do that and things. But if they start talking weird to you, abandon ship, okay? Abandon ship, leave them alone. Leave it at that. And then to, you know, talking to the content creators, it's like, have a little bit, not even a little, have the most respect for your fans, because if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be in the situation that you're in right now. All right, so yeah, it's just there's people out there where they just, you know, like I said earlier, horrible at fan management. But anyways, and that being said, yeah, guys, make sure if you haven't, go subscribe to Hot Tea for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.